that time again, folks. Cheap unit time. Yellow glove time. The yellow gloves just spoke to me. I heard them whispering for 11 when I was watching. I was watching a bit of Hang Me on the old laptop there. Bit of the old He-Man, that new He-Man full of my suit. Oh dear God. Oh, what the actual hell, man. Let's not even go there. In fact, I lasted about 5 minutes yet. That was enough. Aye, so we're back. I've had a few runs. We've been on the rum the past couple of days. Past 3, 4, 5 days maybe. The old Wessons has been taking a wee break. We've been on the old Morgans. The actual Morgans as well, not the cheap little copy, the actual real McGotty stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Been loving it. But the old bottles are still there. I've not been to the bottle bank yet. Some folk have been complaining. I say some folk, one person's been complaining about the old, look at that, I mean, don't even look at that situation in there. The situation's right at the place in this place. The gaff's mental. Look, we've got spring onions growing. Come on. We've got spring onions growing in an old mug. Come on now. Behave. We've got stuff here. We've got dishes done. We've got a pot in there. I'm not going to even apologise for the pot. We've got lovely McGee's tatty scones. We've got black pudding. We've got haggis. We've got square sausage. This is all frozen. This is all just come out the freezer. I've got some Morton's rolls. Scotland's, or at least Glasgow's, roll of choice. Feel free to look in my recipe. There's a wee Morton's roll recipe in there somewhere, in my wee list. Somewhere. 2 years ago maybe. Something like that. I should maybe update that video in fact, because it was back in the day with the old phone, so we've got some new tatties kicking about in there. We've got bits and bobs in there in a bag. That's going to get put somewhere. We've got that sitting there. None of this really has to be there. We've got some bacon in the fridge. I'll dig that out now. You don't need to see in the fridges. I've seen in the fridge 18 times. Well, at least once. You've seen in the fridge at least once. I don't even know if I've just found a mystery. I was wondering if I found a mystery bag of food there. It's actually scraps for the foxes. Just scraps of fish. There's our bacon. We've got bacon there. Right. That was also in the freezer. That's the frosted, but the rest of this is, you can keep all this way frozen, no bother at all. As I say, haggis, black pudding, sausage, bacon. We're going to use a bit of plastic cheese as well. Some folk call it American cheese, I call it plastic cheese. Yeah, but it really works for us. We're going to go totty scones. Old McGee's tatty scones there. Potato scones, family bakers, McGee's, banging. Reduced price, 50p, even better. We'll be going a fried egg will be happening. So basically what we're making here is right, so you've had your Sunday dinner, your Sunday lunch, whatever you want to call it, supper, whatever, I don't know what you do down there. Or in the rest of the world, I don't know what you're up to. In your casual time. But anyway, you've had your grub, whether it's a roast, whether it's a pie. In my situation, it turned out to be a sausage and mince pie, puff pastry, boiled new potatoes, actually. And that was it, there was nothing else, there was no carrots or broccoli or anything involved, no asparagus, no nothing. Just that, new potatoes, butter, salt and pepper on the new potatoes, and the pie. Right, so sadly I didn't make the pie, right? I didn't make the pie was made. Sadly this person used beef mince, and sadly the person that made it, that used the beef mince, just decided to leave all the fat, all the absolute minging fat in the pie, in the actual finished pie filling, sausage, mince, hunters of fat, maybe an oxo cube in there for all another, who knows. But anyway, it was a bit of a letdown. Tasted alright, I'm not going to lie, it tasted alright, but it was a bit of a letdown. I'm not going to name names. No names, no pack drill. But But I just like to say to this person that when I make food, I try and put a wee bit of effort into it. And this person knows 100% that I would have, well, for a start, I would never have made it with beef mince. It's garbage. And if I had have, I would have made sure every last bit of fat, or I would have removed as much of the fat as possible, and I might have in there with a bit of plain flour. And that would have helped to maybe get some sort of gravy arrangement. But aye, enough of that nonsense. So I'm going to be grilling all this. I'm a grill when I make a breakfasty type thing. So let me get back again. So after you've had your Sunday lunch, dinner, whatever, this is like a midnight snack in Scotland. So you've had all that. You had all that about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It's now midnight. And now you're craving something. You've got a couple of Morton's rolls in the old cupboard. You've got bacon and bits and bobs kicking about in the freezer. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a lovely midnight scooby snack. Roll with egg, bacon, tatty scone, black pudding, haggis. We're talking severe scooby snack. Sausage. And these are good sausage. These are butcher's steak square slice sausage. These are none of your garbage. These are really nice. So I'm going to move all this. None of this has to be here. So give me a wee second, folks, and we'll start getting things together. The good thing about this is you can cook most of this and then keep burn it under the grill. Once things are done, you can even just turn the grill off. Things are going to keep warm until you fried your eggs. We've just dropped a bit of black pudding. So now we're down to one bit of black pudding, folks. Oh no, hold on, there's still a bit in the freezer. Hold on, folks, it's not over. It's not. I'm new tatties now. I've got a new tatty in amongst the bottle collection. Absolute comedy. Right, there's actually a bit of black pudding left. I'm almost positive. No, that's there. I knew it. They're saying, why would that guy even just want to keep one slice of black pudding? So there you go. That's exactly why, in case one fell down the side of the cooker, we're all need to try and dig out later. So that'll hang about in there for at least a week until it starts to fester. It'll start to fester and get in there. Once insect life appears, we'll get in there and we'll get that removed. But what, a wee swatch in the freezer? Since the freezer's open, we'll give you a wee swatch. So there you go, we're back to having 2 slices each, black pudding and haggis. As I say, the steak square slice sausage are banging. Anybody that's not experienced Scottish steak square slice, otherwise known as Lorne, I think Lorne's more pork, I'm not sure. But you need to get in amongst it. So there's going to be eggs involved with this. There might be a bit of tomato involved. There's a tomato in the fridge hiding somewhere. There's also tomatoes in that bag that I've just stashed in the side of my bottle collection. But the peaches and stuff. What do I say there? Oh, it's really my heat. I'll give you a wee swatch. There's my freezer. There's some freezer situations. There's all sorts in here. Right, I don't buy frozen chips. You've been here for donkeys, by the way, believe me. Believe me when I say that. We've got a bit of old flatbread. As I've said before, why would I bother making naan bread when I can get like 5 of them for £1.20? That wouldn't make sense. We've got chicken breasts there that we've reduced. Look, 2 nice chicken breasts for £1.50. We've got hundreds of chicken bones. We've got more square sausage. We've got loads of chicken bones in there that are going to be for a gravy of some kind. We've got chicken in there. We've got chicken leg joints, no doubt. That's my go-to. We've even got bits of Greg's pizza in there. We've got another steak kick. Actually, there's about another 3 or 4 steaks in there. We've got even cheese scones for Greg's. We've got some soup. That red lid there, that's soup. There's tons under there. There's absolutely tons under there, folks. Too much to mention. And I just can't delve deep. I just can't be arsed delving deep freeze. I would have went deeper. I know you like I know you like it deep. I know you YouTubers love it a bit. I love it a bit deep. The old bottle collection. As you can see, the vast majority is all Henry Westons. And I'll thank the old trays for that. That little Trace for that. Trace has severely fell out with me yet again. Yet again she's fell out with me. See what happens with the old Trace situation. Oh, it's just mental, isn't it? YouTubers, just some YouTubers, some folk on YouTube don't want you to say what you see. They want you just to say what you don't see. I think that's the whole idea. And I can't be like that because I'm from Glasgow. And we kind of say it how it is up here, we tell it how it is and how we see it. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I can't apologise for that. I just can't apologise for anything that I've said. But 100% probably didn't say it, and I've never said anything horrible or anything malicious. But aye, let's get this on the go. Right, we'll get the old grill turned on. We want to get the grill turned on first. We'll get the old grill pan out. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move all my kind of rubbish at the grill, at the from underneath the grill, like my roasting trays and stuff. And I'm going to move the shelf. I'm going to move the shelf down one, so it's not right up against the grill. Right, there's my grill. My grill's reasonably clean. It's reasonably clean. And the reason I grill this, see square sausage, see the amount in black pudding and even the haggis, you're going to get grease and fat coming out of all that. So the best option is just to grill it. Look, we're not talking spotless, but we're not eating food in there. Know what I mean? What we're eating is going to be coming off of there, so don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it, so why should you be? Right, we're going to let the old grill heat up. And we're going to go in with all this at the same time. All it. And once all that's nearly done, we'll get on there with a couple of slices of bacon for our rolls. And then we'll get our tatty scones done. We'll get the tatty scones fried, get them on here as well, get the grill turned off. The remaining heat, we'll keep everything lovely and toasty in there. And we can, I don't know whether I'm going to toast these rolls. I might toast the rolls, I might toast my Morton's rolls. Morton's rolls are quite nice toasted. So I might go crazy. That's probably a bit posh for Glasgow toasting your Morton's rolls. It's probably a bit over the score, but I might go there. I might actually just have to go there. Right, but anyway, we're going to get all this on the go first. I'll give you a wee swatch how I'm arranging all this. I'm just dying to see how I arrange sausages and black pudding and haggis on a grill. By the way, you can microwave haggis as well. Don't know about for frozen, but for fresh, you can cook haggis umpteen ways. Haggis is beautiful. You just need to get into a bit of the old haggis. You just need to get into the haggis. I will do a whole haggis dish at some point. For the whole shebang, the whole side, the whole trimmings, the whole haggis, neeps and tatties with either the whiskey sauce. It also goes well with a pepper sauce, haggis. Absolutely banging stuff. You can do loads of things with haggis. And with black pudding, as you know. And even with square sausage. Square sausage makes brilliant Scotch eggs. Wrap that, flatten it a wee bit, wrap it in a boiled egg. Dip it in the old egg. Flour egg, blah blah blah, breadcrumb. Deep fried in the oven. Deep fried for a minute, then in the oven for a wee minute. Try and get your boiled egg as soft as possible. I'll stick to this. Teresa's not even watching this, she's right off me. Right, I've said some things. I saw things, my eyes went to things, and my fingers typed things, and some folk just don't like that. Know what I mean? She's not banned me, she's not blocked me for her comments or anything. Some folk block you for their comments. I'll not mention any names, Mr. Red. Alan. I'll not mention any names about who try to folk to block you for basically doing nothing. Literally doing absolutely nothing. Know what I mean? Not too worried about Alan, but the bold Mr. Redder, how many comments left, right and centre. Banging comments as well. Always banging comments. But wasn't appreciated, obviously. None of it was appreciated. Aye, so sad times. There you go. These things happen to see. These things happen to see. Right. What we're going to do, we're going to let's leave that there for a second. Let the old grill heat up. I'm going to peel. I'm going to have a wee swatch at these Morton's rolls. We'll see the condition. Right. So any actual Glaswegian will tell you that a Morton's roll, or a McGee's do a decent copy of a Morton's roll. But after a day, oh, they're just not the same. So that's another good reason to toast. So we're going to go with 2 rolls. I'm going to select these 2, just for size, general size. So you can see wee bits of, see that's like either semolina, semolina, or rice flour. You can use either. In my recipe I went for semolina because I had semolina, but you can make your own rice flour easily enough, or buy it, whatever. But that's what that is, and it gives it a lovely flavour and a lovely texture and kind of crunch. But Glaswegian rolls are the best. Scottish rolls are the best, basically, obviously. Even Lidl's, I'll tell you something, even Lidl's in their bakery section do a decent Scottish Morton's copy roll of this kind of quality. Aye, there you go. If you didn't go up here today anywhere, I don't know about anywhere else, they probably don't do it anywhere else. Probably just up here, that's a thing, but there you go. So aye, again, just hope everybody's excellent. What I do with these rolls, and by deal with them I just mean get them opened up. Let's open these bad boys up. There's our rolls there, absolutely gorgeous. You can see the wee, see on my old camera you wouldn't have seen any of that. And then you just pour them apart like that, the old Morton's rolls. They always come joined together. That's how they're supposed to be. They're always joined together. You can buy like set, usually you'll go into a shop in the morning and there'll just be like trays, baker's trays, plastic baker's trays, just full of Morton's rolls. In any decent shop in Glasgow, that's what you'll find. In the morning, and then you'll get folk greeting at 12 o'clock. Have you any rolls left? I mean, you don't have any Morton's rolls left, come on! Greeting. They'll try to, almost at the point they want to unalive themselves because there's no Morton's rolls, because they're lying in their kip. Lying in their kip when they should have been out getting 6 Morton's rolls. First thing you do, first thing you go to do, so you can see what I'm doing here is cutting round at the same height. So we get a nice top and bottom. So as I say, we're going to toast these. See, I've created a wee bit of a mess, a wee bit of a crumb mess there with all the crumbs. That's all we've done, we've just cut them in half. There's the crumb, and there's what the crumb looks like inside a Morton's roll, lovely and airy. Absolutely gorgeous. None of this bread cake or bam, is it a bam? A bam cake? Oh, what a load of nonsense you talk down there. Absolute gibberish. Just lost a subscriber. Probably lost about 3 subscribers. I've been losing hella subscribers. Hella subscribers I've been ditching, man. I think I'm back down to about 32 subscribers. That's how bad it is these days. Because folk can't take a bit of criticism. Folk can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Right. Let me just fix that. Right, so the old grill's got to be warm off. I've still got my wee bag arranged, jammed into the drawer. It's almost like a wee cupboard bin, but not quite. Who needs all that nonsense? But aye, that's that tidied up. That took all of 2 seconds. So I'm not talking about anybody's food, this is all about me. I'm done with giving folks shout outs, man. I appreciate your good food, know what I mean? Half of them don't even watch your videos. Half of yous out there don't even watch your videos, no thumbs ups, no none. What's even the point, man? Right, we're going to get this stuff under the grill. See all this good stuff? That's going under the grill. And I'm probably going to get back to you when it's time to do something else. Here I've shown the bloody malt spot again. We'll just slide them out there like that. We'll put them out like that. Instantly better. Right, that's under the grill. So as I said, all that's going to be fried is going to be the tatty scones and the eggs. Once the haggis and black pudding I think I've realised why I like the gloves. See, when I was wee, everything was gloves on the telly. All the Wayne's programmes, it was all finger mouse and bag poo, it was all puppets and pawn stuff. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Right, I'm going to... Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to dig out my eggs. A couple of eggs in the fridge. Let them hang about, let them hold it. See, anything appreciates being allowed to come to room temperature. No matter what you're cooking. Maybe no ice cream. If you're doing it with ice cream, you always want that cold, obviously. But 9 out of 10 times, if you're cooking with something, get it to room temperature. See, even daft things like flour, sugar, if you're baking, let it all be at room temperature. Talking about baking, my wee, get off the vent, my wee silicone thingies have been used again. I did another banging cake there the other day. Didn't bother taking any footage, didn't bother posting any vids because I know you're not interested in that. But it was an absolute beauty. And it was a chocolate cake, funnily enough. And it had some serious situations. Mine's didn't have strawberries on top. I went a whole different route, but I'm not even going to go there because it was just... You would be amazed. There would be panic attacks happening, let's just say that. Certain folk would be having panic attacks. Right, get yourself together. Right, I'm going to turn these off. That's under the grill. We'll have a wee swatch out. It's only been under there for 5 seconds. I'll give a wee look where it should be light already. So you can see we're starting to get defrosting situations happening. You can see that already. So that's for black pudding, obviously. That's for haggis. Oh. That's for rolls. Oh. Eggs. Oh. Bacon. Oh. Plastic cheese. Oh. Probably just tomato sauce. I've even get brown. I've even get my Gold Star brown sauce. Right, I'm going to get back. This is going back under the grill. Back under the grill. That's too much chit chat. Too much chit chat, folks. Right, going to get back to these. Once we're at maybe turning the sausage and black pudding and haggis stage. Huh? Right, we're going to give our sausages and our haggis and our black pudding a wee turn. What I've done there then is, off cam, I've just prepared my cheese. Everything else is ready to go. So let's get this out the grill and see if it's going down. Oh, aye. Right, here's what we're looking at so far. Get the fat with the black pudding. That's why I love to grill all this, because it just gets rid of all the fat. Gets rid of all that fat straight away. Right, we're going to turn all this. Because I've got to get in amongst Scottish steak square slice sausages, folks. Because I've got to get in amongst that. I'm not even joking. Get everything turned. Get everything turned. I've left the tape on the haggis and the black pudding because it just makes it easier to deal with, to be honest. Right, that's everything turned there, folks. We're going to get that back under the grill. That's that back under the grill and we'll get back to these when that's pretty much done. And then all we've got to do is get the bacon under the grill. Get the bacon under the grill. Bacon under the grill, get the buns, get the rolls, the old rolls toasted up. Get the old rolls toasted up. Get the bacon sorted, rolls toasted up, eggs fried, tatty scones fried. Get them fried up, get the tatty scones fried, then we'll get the eggs fried. Meanwhile the bacon, the sausage, the haggis, the black pudding will be keeping warm under the grill. Once they're toasted, they can just sit there, it doesn't matter about them, as long as they're toasted up. Get a bit of butter on them, bit of tomato sauce, bit of salt and pepper on the egg, get the plastic cheese on, and we'll be good to go. So get back to these. Aye. Right, I've sorted my bacon out. My bacon's been sorted. So there's our rashers, there's our bacon. This is just your poverty bacon for Lidl's. Family pack, I think it's called. and it's actually pretty good. See, as long as you use maybe 3 or 4 slices on a piece or on a roll or whatever, it's actually pretty good. Right, so we're going to dig our bits and bobs out of the grill. What I've done is, I've moved my sausages to the back of the grill. See that? I've moved them right to the back of the grill. And I've put them to the front so they're getting the heat and the sausages are getting kind of kept at a nice temp. So we're going to turn this again. And this time we're going to get in with our bacon, folks. So we're going to get in with, I reckon, what, two slices of bacon on each roll. That should be plenty, yeah. Because remember we're having, just give my wee gloves on. Look after your gloves. So the gloves keep telling me, look after us. Big man, look after us. Right, want to get in with some bacon. Oh, there I've just crushed an egg, look. Get that. What? Just crushed an egg. So we'll just leave that there like that. That can chill. That can just chill there. Oh, it's splashing out. So we're down to an egg. We're down to 1 egg, folks. I only had 2 in the... I get you tilted there like that. I've crushed that one as well, look. Only had 2 eggs in the bloody fridge. Right, so what we'll do is we'll need to try and rescue that. We'll need to try and rescue that before it empties itself out onto the worktop. While that's emptying itself onto the worktop, we'll get our bacon under the grill. See, crazy things happen, folks. They happen to even the besties. Superstar internet YouTube chefs like myself that doesn't use AI pixie my food. Look, some folk, backyard chef, naming no names. Absolutely shocking the stuff he's doing now. As I've said before, when you start knocking out as many dishes as he does a day or a week or whatever, you're going to start coming out with some shite, and again you're going to have to cover that shite up with AI. Right, that's our bacon, our sausages, our black pudding, our haggis. So that's now going back under the grill. I'm going to slide the sausages even further up. Because we don't want our sausages drying out, folks. Don't want dried out square sausage. Not at all. Right, let's put back under the grill. Let's see if we can rescue these eggs, or at least that one. That one's the worst. There's my soup. Right, let's see what we can do here. Absolutely bloody hilarious, that. Absolutely bloody hilarious. Right, we've got a wee cup here. I found a cup. And I found my silicone doodads there in the cupboard. I've obviously washed them up, which is nice. I sometimes forget. Right, we're going to try and scoop this egg up. Let's see if we can do it, folks. You want to see this, don't you? This is bloody mental, right? You don't need most of that. Most of that's water anyway. But we want to try and save the yolk. I bet we can, eh? Oh dear. Oh. We're in, folks. We're in. We've done it. We've only gone and done it. There's never a doubt in my mind. Never a doubt in my mind. And I'll give you a wee swatch. So we've saved that. There you go. There's the yolk intact. I think. We'll soon find out when it gets fried up. So that egg's going to be a wee bit lighter than the other egg. That's all that's going to happen. Get this out the bloody road. Get that to safety. Get that bugger to safety. I need my tatty scones. They've been slimed a wee bit. They've been slimed a wee bit. We need to stock up on the old kitchen paper. Right, I'm going to turn this pan on. And we'll start getting ready for the tatty scones and the eggs. Look at that, that's diabolical. I'm messing to clean it up now. But I think it's possible we've saved the eggs, so it's not the end of the world, folks. As I say, things happen in the old kitchen. Just don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Just think the situation through. Just think the situation through. And 9 out of 10 times you'll sort it. Right. Just give my tacky sponge packet a wee right there. That'll cover the egg. And we're just going to give this a wee clean. Try and keep everything nice and clean, folks. It's always a good plan. Always a good plan to try and keep everything as nice and clean and tidy as possible. Right. Kind of a situation that's quite nice. I can hear the bacon sizzling, so we're going to get that turned. We're going to get this in the fridge. That's in the fridge. That won't be in the fridge for long, that'll be getting demolished, sharpish, probably tomorrow. I'm a total bacon monster, man. I can destroy that stuff fast. Right, here's what our bacon's at now. Here's what our bacon situation is now, so we're going to, what I've done is I've kind of overlapped these two, so I should be able to turn the two into one time. In fact, I might even be able to turn the four into one time. Almost. Almost, folks. Almost. I don't want this pure crispy. I know you are saying, oh, crispy bacon's the best. I'm saying not always. Sometimes it's quite nice to get the actual succulence of the bacon, do you know what I'm saying? You see there's something that's kind of brittle and hard and just crispy and salty. It's nice to get the actual succulent flavour. Right, I'm going to turn these sausages, even though they're at the back, they're still going to be getting heat. So I'm going to give them a wee turn. Give them a wee nice wee turn. Our pan's heating up for our tatty scones. So we're pretty much on track. Pretty much on track. Right, there we go, here's where we're at now. Hold on. Get the old hands in right again. Hold on, folks. We'll have you in 2 seconds. See, the downside to this is going to be that I've made Gold Star brown sauce. Gold Star brown sauce, should I say. We're going to have bloody tomato, so there's my sausages. Still looking juicy, still juiciness. Don't want them dried out. If they dry out, don't get me wrong, if they dry out, they're still edible. It's nice to keep them a bit of juicy. There's our haggis, there's our bacon. Oh, pardon me. Right, that's come back under the grill. Just to get a bit of colour on the other side of the bacon. And I'll get back to these folks. Aye. Right, our bacon's still grilling. I've opened our tatty scones. There's our tatty scones out of the packet. Very easy to make yourself, by the way. If you can't find tatty scones where you are, get tore in. I'm lucky they're in abundance here. So there's what our bacon's like. And that's almost pretty much perfect for me. I'm just going to look at that haggis. I'm going to give this haggis a wee turn. I'm going to give my black pudding another wee turn. I think that turning's going on. Keep everything turning and everything usually turns out not too bad. Right. That's back under the grill. Keep the hands a wee wipe. A wee bit of kitchen paper I found. Always handy. Right, my pan's heating up. So let's get you on the move. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? That's a wee bit close for you, isn't it? That's just a wee touch close. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Right, oops. That's better, isn't it? That's better for you. That'll do. Right, pan's heating up on high. On high. I'm going to turn my grill off now, folks. In with a bit of oil. Right, turning the grill off. Grill's off. The bacon's at a decent colour for me for these rolls. My sausages are looking good. I'm actually going to pull the grill back a bit again. I'm going to turn my sausages. Keeping my sausage good. Don't want the sausage getting ruined. Just treat them like a burger. You don't want juicy sausages if I'm honest. That's more a burger thing. You don't want them all dried out. Right, it's back under the grill, but the grill's turned off. And we'll let our oil heat up. Let the oil heat up for our tatty scones. Get a wee move about. I hope everybody's having a good one. Everyone's having a grand Sunday. Not going to lie, just spotted Mrs Tracy's went out and treated herself to a piece of oven. So I'm going to say. So watch that space, folks. Watch that space. I'm imagining craziness. I'm imagining greatness. I'm hoping for greatness. But I own Tracy, on the whole Tracy situation, I'm only going to say one thing, right? I'm only going to say one thing. I rarely tell you about a good tip. Well, no, actually, I use loads of good tips. But the best thing, and I only say things for a reason. I've made umpteen kebab sauces. I've made umpteen chili sauces. I've made loads of that kind of thing. Right? And none of them come close to this. So all I'm going to say is, right, make your kebab sauce, but get this and see what one you prefer. And this is dead cheap. This was like what, £1.20 for quite a good sized bottle. And it's absolutely bloody gorgeous. And you've got to remember as well, everybody's kebab shop's different. My kebab shop does a totally different kebab shop for yours. I'm not going to lie, mine's is better. My kebab shop, that's better. But look, I'm being bloody honest, I can't be a mad one of these fucking folk that can't be honest. Who wants that? Who wants any of that? Right, tatty scones are in, folks. The grill's off. So I've just got to fry these up a wee bit. I'll need to put the grill back on, but we'll wangle something. I need to put the grill back on for the rolls. Don't worry about that, we'll get something wangled. We'll get them toasted no matter what. But aye, I'll only say if it comes into my head. Sadly. Some folk don't like it, but as I say, I don't think I've ever said anything kind of malicious or hateful to anybody on the old YouTubes. You know what I mean? So, as long as that. Right, tatty scones are frying. Next, it'll be a case of take the tatty scones out for frying, get a bit of colour on them, and then get them out of the frying pan under the grill with everything else, let them hang about with everything else, and then we'll get the rolls, we'll get the rolls sorted, and then we'll get the eggs in. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to get the rolls sorted just now, folks. That's what we're going to do. That can sit there like that. And excellent. I've got a cutting plan. Cutting plan. Sorry, I'm back, folks. I had to leave these there. So because I've just realised I do need a wee bit of extra heat for the grill because I want to get my cheese melted. Hopefully on my sausages. So I've battered the grill back on. We're going to get these rolls toasted. Just want a wee bit of toastiness happening. Nothing too crazy. Nothing mental. So I've just arranged them on the old rack, right? And they're going back under the grill. Trying to get it to sit as flat as possible. And they can go under the grill like that. Just want a wee bit of colour on them. Check out our tatty scones. I can kind of feel they're getting a bit crusty on the bottom. Just leave them a wee second longer. Just leave these a wee second longer. I'm picturing this is going to be one of the rare recipes where I want to have a certain person breathing down my throat because he's got nothing, he's not got a clue about any of this. He's never made a Scooby snacks at midnight. Tell you that right now. He probably actually has. He probably has. I can't lie, he probably has because he's a bit good. He is a bit good. Can't deny it. He has to start facing up to the fact that there's other folk out there that are equally as good. I think that's his problem. I think that's mainly where he goes wrong all the time. Right, well, we give these a wee turn, folks. Sometimes you get them bubbles, sometimes you got bubbles in the top. That's not happening here. We'll get them turned there anyway. There you go. See that lovely colour, lovely golden brown. Golden brown, texture like sun. Lay me down with my love, she runs throughout the night. Da-dee-dee-da. Right. There we go. That's my tatty scones turned. So we might give them another turn, we don't know. But that's how our tatty scones look so far. Right. That's our tatty scones so far, folks. Is that a better view? I think you can see them anyway, yeah. Let's not get carried away about views. Let's not get carried away about views. You can see that perfectly. Right, check these rolls. See, I'm giving away like a muppet. And my rolls could be getting burnt under the grill. Know what I mean? Keep close. That's how easy it is, just to take your eye off the ball for a wee second. Right, here's where we're at, so I've turned them round to get that wee white bit, we don't want tan lines. We don't want rolls with tan lines, folks. So I've turned that here, just to get a wee bit of colour on there. The tatty scones are looking good. We'll give them a wee move about, and we'll probably be able to use that same bit of oil for our eggs. Can't believe that egg situation that happened there. I've still got to try and crack that other egg, the one that's been all crushed. I mean, that one's took severe damage. I don't know if you can see that. That's took severe damage, so I've still got to try and crack that bad boy. The things that happen. Right, here's my dish towel. I'm going to turn the rolls now, folks. You don't want them getting too many situations. You just need a wee time because they're already quite colourful on that side. Right, that's him getting back, that's him getting under now. I've turned them. So I'm going under the grill now again. But not for long. Not for long because we don't want them getting all bloody burnt. That's what we don't want. And I'll get some butter on them. I'll get everything else plated up on the roll. See that one there's starting to bubble. Remember I was saying to you, sometimes you'll get little bubbles in your tatty scones. That's actually quite like that. It shows you they're cooking perfectly and you're getting heat inside. Everything's getting perfectly cooked. That's a lovely bit of bubble action. We're going to burst it. Sorry, I'm bursting your bubble. There we go. Burst your bubble. Hate bursting your bubble, folks. But aye, get that kebab shop, talk about busting folks' bubbles. Get that kebab shop sauce that I've just showed you. I've just done something totally mental there, folks. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. That's what rolls done. I'm calling them done. So I'm going to take them out of there. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stick my bacon, my black pudding, my haggis back under. I'm going to turn it back off. I'm going to give these another wee turn. Lovely colour. Absolutely gorgeous colour. I'm going to give them another wee turn. Right. A wee swatch. Tatty scones, folks. Tatty scones. Either buy them or make them yourself. Loads of recipes on YouTube for them. They're easy to make. Mashed potato, flour, that's all you need. Bit of salt if you want, bit of pepper. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Right, what am I going to do now? Let's have a wee swatch. Right, the haggis is sorted. Everything's pretty much sorted, folks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bacon on top of my haggis and my black pudding. Here we swatch. I've put my bacon on top of my black pudding, and haggis. Right. I'm going to slide my sausages. So they're in a better position to receive some cheese. It's time for the sausages to receive the cheese, folks. I'm not going to lie, do you want to know what I would actually like on this? A few slices of pickle, see a couple of gherkins sliced up. Oh, right, oh, sorry about the noise there. Sorry about the noise there, folks. Right, that's back under the grill. Grill's turned off. Tatty scones are ready, we're going to get them out. They're coming out. Right, they're done. Give them a wee tilt, let the oil drain. Right, they're done. So what I'm going to do with them is, I'm going to get them in, and tapping my bacon, and then tapping my other bits and bobs. See, I've just sat them on top. So what I do now is get my cheese. I'm going to get my cheese on my sausage, folks. Oh, matron. I don't know if you want to see that, I'll bring you there. Right, there you go. Right, here's my sausages. Right. I was actually going to make some pork link sausages as well, put pork links on into the bargain as well as square, but who needs them? Who needs them? Right, let's go on with some cheese. Let's go on with some cheese, folks. So you'll use with any cheese you want. I'm going with the old plastic stuff. I went with the old plastic cheese scenario because it works. That's why. You're saying, why have you went with plastic cheese? Because it works. It's pretty much that simple. Right. Slide it so it's all covered. It's always a good idea to have your cheese or these plastic things all sorted, because otherwise you can be left bloody trying to wrestle them at the wee packet, at the wee sleeve, which isn't a good look. Right, here's my cheese on my sausage, all that's chugging out there. So do you want to know what it's time for, folks? I'm going to press that there for 2 seconds, and we're going to get in with some butter. Butter! There we go, we've even found a butter knife. How mental is that? Right. Now what we're going to do is get a wee light spread of butter on the top and on the bottom. Don't go mental, don't need bloody millions. Some folk like millions of butter. I'm not too bothered. Not too bothered, if I'm honest. Right, we're almost at the end, folks. We'll only get the eggs today. The eggs could be the bloody worst part, if I'm honest. Considering that one get totally bloody crushed. But I think we've rescued it. I say we, I think my magnificence has rescued it. I jumped in pretty fast and I think we've rescued it. Right, there we go. We've got butter on roll action. And next, I'm going to get my sausage back under the grill for a wee bit of heat. And let's get some egg action happening. Hopefully there's enough heat in under the grill just to give that cheese a wee bit of meltiness. Just a wee bit of meltiness, that's all I'm asking for. I'm even asking for full on melt. A wee bit of meltiness will do it. Yep. Just having a wee tidy up, folks. Right. Let's get in. I know what we're going to do. Right, that's melting. But I think we're going to do is, oops, wee bits of my roller for our folks. What I think we're going to do is, I'm just making sure I'm getting my rolls on the right way round, my tops to the bottoms on the right way round, folks. That's what I'm doing now. Right. Right. We'll get in there with a wee bit of extra oil, I think. I think that's a must. Right. A bit of extra oil has been added. I'm going to get my tomato sauce ready. I'm going to give that a wee shake. As I say, I wish I had Gold Star brown sauce, which is my go-to brown sauce, Gold Star. None of your HP nonsense, none of your daddy's nonsense. Gold Star chip shop brown sauce, it's the best. It's two of the best, I'm not even going to lie. Right, I've got a wee bit of meltage going down with our cheese. So what we're going to do now is, folks, I think we're going to have to move yous again. Right, we're going to sit yous there now and get things kind of ready. Eesh. Loads of wee. I need to be hoovering down the side of the bloody cooker now. Right, let's see if we can do a wee bit of putting together. Because everything here's hot. I'm just going to fry our eggs and that won't take long. Right, we're going to go sausage first. Right, sausage first, folks. There you go, let's whisk our sausage on first. Then we're going to go, oh, I forgot to take the wee skin off, didn't I? Oh, dear, dear, dear. Right, and then we're going to go black pudding. I'm just going to get the wee skins off first, folks. Nobody wants to be eating bloody plasticky bits. Right, black pudding in the bin with that. And believe me when I say it's hot, because my rubber gloves are kind of melting through with the black pudding here. Right, black pudding. Right, then we're going to go haggis. Lovely haggis. Our pan's still nice and hot. And of course there's bloody two skins on this haggis, no just one to piss you off, there's two. You know what I mean? Right, is that all off? Haggis, right? Getting tangled up in bloody haggis plastic. Right, that's where we're at so far, folks. That's where we're at so far, right? Get rid of these wee bits of plastic. And next we're going to go bacon. Right, that's for bacon on. That's for bacon on, folks. See, I don't mind that. I want this juicy. I want juiciness. Right, then we're going to go tatty scone, folks. 2 tatty scones on each. And that gives us a nice platform for our egg. Right, that's us. Let's get egging. Get this put away, get them put away. That can go in there. That can go back under there. I'm going to dig out some. I'm going to dig out actually a bit. Oh, for God's sake, where are the place? I've just dropped pepper all over the place next. Grating pepper, crushing bloody eggs with chopping boards. See, sometimes no drinking is the best plan before you start cooking. You know what I mean? I can barely handle it with the rum, but with the old cider, but I'm on the rum, so that's annoying me. Right, that's better. Pardon me, that's better, folks. Right, wee bit of pepper for my egg, and a wee bit of Himalayan salt. That's actually Himalayan pink salt that's in there, in case you're wondering. I've just reused the container. Right, what are we doing here? Excuse me. Excuse me, let's get these back over here for some egg action. Right, here's my egg lifter thing. My fish slice, should I say. Fish slice, if anybody doesn't know what they're called, they're actually called a fish slice, not an egg lifter. But I'm guessing you all know that. I'm not going to treat these like dafties out there, I'm going to treat these like these actually know stuff. You know what I mean? Some folk treat folk like dafties out there. But don't get me wrong, sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it's needed, folks, so I'm going to say, right, let's get in there with the egg that just about get flattened first, right? I'm just going to give that a wee tap with a knife. And get that in the pan. Another one I don't even need to tap with a knife because it's in a cup. There we go, no eggshell, no bits of shell in it. Oh, is that a wee bit of eggshell there? That could be a bit of eggshell there, folks. Hold on. Oh, nearly lost you there. Nearly done a Mr. Red. He's been juggling cameras a bit lately. Yeah, use this. You can't have bits of egg, shell in but egg. Get the state of me. There we go. Get that removed for the auditorium. Right, let me move that air a wee bit. And I'm going to get my other egg poured in and we'll see what that's all about. But in future I think I'll stick to the cider. And you might notice that's a bit of embryo. I don't mind the bits of embryo. Because we lost a bit of that egg, as I say, most eggs are bloody water. Because that one lost a bit of it, it's held together better, much nicer. That's a wee bit of embryo. As you can see, that one spread out, and that's because the water spread out. It's that simple. This cooking stuff isn't rocket science. Some folk make it sound like rocket science, but it isn't. Just get on with it and just do stuff. Just get tore into the kitchen and go berserk. Right, folks, 2 secs, 2 secondos. Right, the eggs are looking good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get in with a spoon and we're going to baste for eggs. Some folk will tell you to flip them. Some folk will tell you this, some folk will tell you that. I'm telling you to baste. It's that simple. I'm telling you just to give them a wee light baste. Don't need to go crazy. And once your spoon heats up, you can even just get a wee rub with the spoon. And that's our bloody midnight feast sandwich finished. Scooby snack style. Let's get a wee bit of colour change on that yolk. That's pretty much perfect. A wee bit of colour change on that yolk. And that'll do, folks. That'll do. nothing worse than overdone eggs. Huh? Right, that's what I'll do. I'll rearrange these yet again. There we go, these are back. These are back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a wee press. Press just to get it a nice angle for me to receive my egg. Get a wee dab. And I'm just going to try and slide that off the bloody egg slice. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. Let's not get carried away. Right. And there's what other egg. And there we go, folks. Going to be a bit of grease. You're going to see a bit of grease here. It's a greasy number. But what we can do is we can try and just keep a wee bit of civilised. Keep it a wee bit civilised on this side. Eh? We've not just bloody landed here. We've just landed here and received a free phone. Can I get a wee bit of civilised, wee bit of civilisation carry on going on. Right, here we go, folks. Wee bit of pepper. Wee bit of pepper. That's all she wrote. Wee bit of sea salt. A wee bit on the tatty scone. A wee bit on the tatty scone. And that's us. That is us. So what I'm going to do is give it ketchup a wee shake. Get some on the lid. Get some on the lid. Get that like that. A wee scoosh of ketchup on the lid. Get that one there like that. There we go. Two absolutely gorgeous Scooby snack, midnight snack rolls. Done Glasgow style, Morton's roll style. Get tore in style. Hope you like to look at it. I'll use a wee swatch now, folks. There we go. There we go, there's our Scooby snack rolls. Look at that. Oh. I'm going to take a wee video. I'll add on that. Got to get back to these in a wee second, folks. Right. Right. Hope you like to look at these. I'm bloody well loving the look of them. Let's give them a wee squeeze. Let's give them a wee squeeze, folks, and see if we can get a bit of yolk action happening. Put my knife there, I'll move his hair here. Maybe this is a better angle. This could be a better angle for you. You behave yourself, chopping board. You've already nearly destroyed my eggs. You behave yourself. Right, here we go. That better? Right, let's see if we can get a bit of egg bursting action. Oh, food porn. Food porn alert. Sorry, folks. See if we can get another bit of yolk action out of this one. Oh, dear God. Oh, mama. Oh. Right. That's a roll. In Glasgow, that's a roll, right? Let's see if we can have a wee taste. We'll see if we can get a wee taste of it, folks. The roll's going to be crisp. Probably a bit more crisper than what I wanted, but look at the yolk. Look at the actual yolkage. We've got dribblage everywhere. We've got yolkage everywhere. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at that wee drip there. Did you see that wee drip? That isn't AI, by the way, Mr. Backyard Chef. That isn't AI, that's real. Know what I mean? That's real egg. That's what real egg looks like. If anybody that watches Backyard Chef that's been thinking to herself, that doesn't look anything like the actual dish. That does the actual dish. It's a bloody daft AI 40. That's how shocking the guy is. Right, I think we'll use a serrated, if I can find one, folks. Can't believe it. Oh, I'm a terrible one for bloody roasting stuff. I did tell you I've already roasted bloody, there we go. I've roasted bloody rolling pins and all sorts. Right. There's one, folks. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Right, let's. We cut it the other way, we'll cut it the other way, folks. I'm going to sit the roll on the egg yolk. Pardon me, let it soak that up. Right, it's been crushed a bit. It was going to happen. It was going to happen. Oh, here's a wee look at the inside. Give you a wee look at. Come on, you behave. I'll give you a wee look at the inside. Here's what we're dealing with, folks. Here's what we're dealing with. Huh? Huh? What do you think? You into a bit of that? Yeah, I'm going to have a wee taste for these. I'm 100% going to have a wee taste for these here. I'm going to go haggis side first. Oh, keep it together, keep it together. I'm going to go haggis side first. Oh. That's delicious. Right, we'll go black pudding now. Folks. Oh, that is a must make for anybody out there. I'm not going to tell you need to make it at midnight or whatever, but I had to use my hands a wee wash my mouth a wee wipe, so egg yolk and tomato sauce. But that's a roll to make. That's a banger. I'm going to get back to these in the next one, folks. I'm going to enjoy this while it's still hot. While the cheese is still melted before it re-solidifies. Before it re-solidifies into plastic again. Right, enjoy, folks. Hope you liked the video. I'll get back to these in the next one. Aye.